Hello? Hello? Hi. It me. Chris. How you doing? We're playing against the Storm again today, and we're gonna be doing the Cobalt seal. End of the cycle. It's a big deal. It's a fun deal. And I get to spend my 25 embarkation points, which is real fun. As you might have noticed, I had a loadout set here. I figured I would get the power combo. Small farm plantation basically lets you make anything in the game, pretty much. Then we get all 3 of the gatherers camps, get 3 extra people to start with 10, and then I think I will just grab some planks and some food and call it good. This is the sealed forest. It is Versker. Your hostility goes up permanently every time you fell 10 trees, so my layouts tend to be rather cramped. Not my favorite. But, you know, we'll see. I'm gonna start with the beavers up here. Like, I probably should start with the harpies and the beavers down here. If I was playing optimally, I mean, just like the dew, so I could make some fox houses, the coats to keep them happy. There's a lot more food. I feel like, to be honest, I'm just picking beaver. I feel like I want to pick beavers just so that I have a higher chance of getting humans, and that's it. I really like humans for the farming bonus. It might not be necessary. Maybe. But I decided I'm going to, so you can't stop me. Yeah, I'm gonna just click the embark button and we're gonna get sealing the Cobalt seal. Let's see how it goes. Hope the forest mysteries are gentle. Alright, we've got Aura of Peace. I got Harpies anyway, which is kind of hilarious. Yeah, we got Aura of Peace, half a reputation point if you finish a dangerous glade event during the drizzle season. Maybe that'll be useful, maybe not. It's definitely not as useful, because you don't win through a reputation on the Sealed Forest. Vanishing Water, you lose random water during the storm. If we're using geysers, which I usually am, it doesn't really matter that much. Burning Blight Rot takes longer. Annoying, but shouldn't be a problem. Melancholy will be a problem, though. If I don't have complex food and housing, people will get upset. Definitely want to get complex food going as fast as possible, and Strange Light sucks a lot. This destroys a lot of stuff, and it's a real pain to micromanage. So if I can get some sort of services going to clear that, that'll be really helpful. And, you know, cross fingers that happens, I suppose. Anyway, gonna start with my usual roads. I might, like, cluster my houses up real tight, but I feel like having the roads here are really important. People have to go in front of the hearth to rest, they have to go in front of the warehouse to put stuff away, and you generally just want to have, you know, roads that can go to where people need to go. The end. Let's see what our blueprints are. Some really good ones. I like all 3 of these. Skrill is like meh. Yeah, I like all these. Certainly wouldn't mind it taking any. Leatherworker is really nice because it gives you 3-star containers, which can be if you get the ranch and you know, feed it grain, it's basically infinity water skins, which I like having everything be renewable and not worry about having to pop glades to keep things going. The fabric production is really nice. I mean, it's really hard not to just be like lumber mill and just slam that down, because like we want to be as efficient as possible with our wood usage and not use too much of it. And the lumber mill is just like, hey, would you like to be literally as efficient as possible with your wood usage? So we click that and say thank you. The bakery's really nice. It's a bit of a long-term play. Because, yeah, I don't have any flour production, so basically it does nothing but open up pottery for right now. But eventually it'll be good. Might be something to say about the advanced rain collector. That is the building that makes me actually use rain collectors as opposed to hope for geysers. But I think I'll pick the bakery up. Biscuits and pies. The harpies and beavers love biscuits. The harpies love pies. It's just a good pick. And then I guess the provisioner, huh? Definitely something to be said for smithy, but opening up flour nice and early feels really strong. So I'm probably gonna go with that. There's something to be said about tinctury later on, but I think provisioner just good and dandy. I think that'll do. Didn't find any good cloth or brick production, unfortunately, so that sucks. We'll have to be on the lookout for it at least. But for now, we're looking fine. So let's start this up. Not. It's a question of where to start, because like when you're doing a seal, first things first, you gotta find the seal. It's almost always like a distant, dangerous glade, but that does not narrow it down very much. This could be it. Like, this could be it. This could be it. This could be it. It's never adjacent, I notice. This could be it, that could be it. I mean, there's no way to know. Only way to really know is to pop a glade and see where the lights take you. So I guess that'll be job one. We would like to cut as little timber as possible, so we will very specifically, for this game, say, hey, only chop down marked trees, period. If I haven't marked it, you don't chop it. And that should keep our hostility down. This will be... this will take forever to chop down, so we'll basically use this area as our... as, you know, more or less just our wood gathering station, if nothing else. Let's also slap a harpy on the hearth for the carrying capacity and, you know, unpause it. Like, actually start playing the game. Whoa. Crazy that. We will want the reed field collected from as well. This is going to be our only source of bricks for a while, and it is a very poor source of bricks, but it's what we got. Right. The trees only drop leather, so I probably will not be using any plant fiber for fabric, which is a bit of a shame. Did I forget to make the woodcutter camp's top priority? I sure did. Well, that was a silly move. What's wrong with you? The woodcutter camps always are the top priority. You dingus. Okay, put everybody who is working on making this camp on the camp, so that's fun. Shift click to fill it with beavers, and let's see what we start with. Clay delivery line's really nice. As I mentioned, we are very short on clay, so that solves our brick problem forever, and I don't think I need to overanalyze that. I do love Fungal Guide a lot. If you get a greenhouse, it's so much food you don't know what to do with it. I mean, it's basically just a win condition if you have a greenhouse, because you can just sell so many, you can just sell so many mushrooms and mushroom-related products that it's just, you can't possibly lose at that point. You just take all the traders' money, all their perks, and win that way. It's really fun. We don't have basically any wood at all. Yeah, good point. I do have enough to make a beaver house or two, which probably is a good idea. Yeah, we're very cramped. Oh well. Really bad idea to not immediately do wood cutting on my part. That was a mindless and dumb mistake. But we'll deal with it, I guess. Anyway, I'm not going to open the orders just in case speedy real estate pops up. I will definitely want enough wood to build emergency shelters before I pop that. Because getting an early order and thus another blueprint is strong, and I would like that to happen. The end. Really don't have enough yet still. Although I do have enough planks to make 2 big shelters, which is like enough. Oh, pardon me. So maybe it's actually fine. Just pop these open. The flock. I do have enough to put down a harpy house and then just favor them, and that clears it, which sounds fine to me, so I guess I'll just click that. Quick transaction. What? 8 minutes and 30 seconds. What? What? You don't... okay. What's my timer right now? 14 seconds? Okay. Okay. Well, this is a weird order for sure. Like, I would need to sell stuff, and that means either doing trade routes or a trader, but you can't get a trader to come year 1 without calling them and causing impatience to rise, which I mean is fine. I did, however, delay the order long enough that, like, I could click this button and the trader would come at the start of Drizzle year 2. They almost always do. So, like, every season is 4 minutes. I have 14 seconds left in this one, so in theory, I would have 15 seconds to trade the trader 16 amber worth of goods and clear this. And if I'm wrong about the timing, I can always just make the trading post and call them early during clearance. It's weirdly doable, and the artisan blueprint's really nice. We would love coats. So I guess we'll long-term plan on that? Weird. If I find a pump, I'll definitely be upgrading it. So, 5 parts sounds pretty sweet to me. I'd like the fabric and grain production too, but 3 packs is like a lot of materials that you really struggle to spare early game. So yeah, probably, like, the plus ones are really nice, don't get me wrong, but this is, it's just so much easier. Quick packaging is impossible. It's just, you can't, is the thing. Like, I don't have enough food to put into crop packs, I don't have enough building materials to put into building packs, right? Wait, do I? I start with 15 provision packs. Oh no. Do I have to math this? I don't want to math this. Don't make me math this game. Ugh. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69, 70, 71, 72, 73, 74, 75, 76, 77, 78, 79, 80, 81, 82, 83, 84, 85, 86, 87, 88, 89, 90, 91, 92, 93, 94, 95, 96, 97, 98, 99, 100, 101, 102, 103, 104, 105, 106, 107, 108, 109, 110, 111, 112, 113, 114, 115, 116, 117, 118, 119, 1 Alright, let's look. We start with grain, which we can use immediately, but we don't have to. 6 to 30 divided by 6 is 5, so we could do this 5 times, which is more than enough. 6 and 6, huh? Definitely wouldn't have enough building materials. I have enough for 4. I could get a lucky crit, and I will have like 10 lumber very soon. This does mean we will go without shelter for a while, but like it's more doable than I give it credit for, that's for sure. Gosh. This feels like a really terrible idea, to be honest. I need fabric from somewhere too. This is such a poor idea. Especially at level 10 where trading sucks, because all your goods are worth half as much. But like, the game's kind of like, hey, I know trading sucks, but what if we gave you export specialization, one of the best perks for that, and we also gave you quick packaging, which turns your terrible packaging into really good packaging. And then also gives you trade goods packaging. It's like, oh my god. The temptation is painful. Hi, Drama Cute Thulu. No shelter year 1 with 5 result race doesn't feel good. I mean, yeah. Granted, I only have 2 of them, so 1 Harpy House gives me a +6, which solves a lot of problems. And year 1 will also have some coats to tide them through the storm because of upgrades. I think this is upsettingly doable. God, I hate it. Alright, well, I guess we dedicate a ton of resources to that then. That's fun. Pull some woodcutters to be builders. I might want to get one on the lumber mill just to be a little faster. Once he only has to go through 2 more cycles for us to get enough to make all the building materials we need. Maybe this is fine. Maybe. But I will need 2 people making the packs, because we are in a big hurry with them. You're delivering reed, which is great, actually. We can get somebody making some fabric now. Where'd all the fabric go? I guess it was taken to the Harpy House, huh? Well, that's appropriate. Cool. Yeah. Get that done. This would be impossible without all those quests I did on the world map. So, I mean, I guess we can thank the world map for that. We'll favor the Harpies to get the flock done. We might even get a Harpy House built once this fabric is made. Of course, yeah. Once that's done, we can pull them off the workstation. Get the Harpy House built, give us a little bit of breathing room on their resolve for the upcoming storm, and then everything should be hunky-dory, in theory. Definitely need a trading post built too. This has to get done before the storm ends, period, the end. Otherwise, I will lose out on quick transaction, and that will suck. That will suck massively, in fact. Yep. All the planks are going into building materials, which is fine. The flock is done. Excellent. That gets us some extra people, which is going to be very helpful. Put you on gathering, and what do we have now? Nothing good. I mean, like, the jerky for the Harpies is okay. I already have pies. I kind of like It feels bad dedicating an entire blueprint to jerky when there's a chance I'll get it for free from a perk when I make pies. I could go with a rain collector. I do need, like, to guarantee I win in the sealed forest, I need to use water, but I only need to, I mean, like, it used to be you need to use 300 of drizzle clearance and storm water, but they fortunately changed it to where you just have to use water, period. So one geyser solves that, more or less. It's pretty good. Just let me go into Rain Punk really early. Forester's Hut also is pretty cool. The resin is actually kind of useful on this map, and so is the crystallized dew because it's metal, and metal's amazing. This does kind of require me to find an excessive amount of fertile soil, which I cannot count on. Tough choice here. Very tough, in fact. Maybe I'll sit on it for a bit. Anyway, once the trading post is built, you can just deliver those, actually, instead of starting on more cloth. As much as we could use it, I don't think we need it. Actually, we do, because we need 2 harpy houses. Yeah, that's a great point. Can we move this one up, actually? We can. Okay, that's good. We'll just slap the other harpy house down here. Should keep them around during the storm. If I was playing smarter, I would probably, like, turn off coats right now to make sure we have enough for the storm, but, like, with only 2 races using them, it's probably fine. Should definitely turn them off for the beavers, because, like, they're just using them to use them, but I feel bad. I care too much about my tiny avatar men. I don't wanna deny them stuff that makes them happy, gosh darn it. How are we doing here? Ooh, we got a lucky crit on the packs of crops. So that's real sweet. That means we're done with them, which is kind of amazing. Which means all you have to do is deliver these. So please do. Excellent. And then we just wait for him to finish, which is crazy. Great. Okay. So that will be, once that's done, we're done. I mean, I couldn't have done that if I didn't have a massive advantage at the start. It still feels like weird to have that succeed. Because that is an order I'm almost always like, yeah, nah, not happening. It's basically just impossible. Anyway, let's turn off all this. We're no longer going to make any of this. Once he finishes that, he'll be like, oh, I have absolutely nothing to do. I guess I'll immediately take these to the warehouse and we'll click on quick packaging and be like, guess that's that. Could even consider doing a trade route or two, if there's a particularly good one. There we go. That's done, and we click on quick packaging. Kaboom! 3 extra people, which very helpful. We'll put those right into wood cutting and harvesting. All right. Well, I'm not spending my very precious early amber on re-rolling. I might just click the rain collector. The forester's hut would be nice too. Gosh. This is hoping I find a lot of fertile ground where I'm like, I don't need to use it on food. I can just use it on metal production. And this, like, it does make it so you can, like, the storage tank is big enough to where it's like, oh yeah, I can use, you know, a certain amount of rain punk all year round because it just holds so much. Okay, I'll click that. It's okay. Artist Forrester's Hut is back, pleading that, hey, why did you do that to me? You ignored me, and I'm gonna ignore you again because we've got the ranch. And, this means infinite water skins, which, can be very helpful for a lot of reasons. And it is something to do with a massive amount of grain from farms I could be building, so we're gonna call that good. I'm getting mildly nervous about housing during the storm. Just mildly, but it's enough. Probably overbuilding on planks too. Okay, now is a good time to check if my timing is correct. So yeah, the storm will last for 4 minutes, unless it happens to be a extra long storm, but I'm relatively sure that's impossible to be the first one we get. I'm pretty sure it's like always the minus 50% production speed curse, but maybe today will be the day it proves me wrong and I should call them immediately. I do have, like, actually no impatience. It's the thing. It's because I did 2 orders and I'm, like, sitting at 0. So, like, why not? Yeah, alright. Turns out I'm okay with that. Hello, Sahilda. I need to sell... How much? 16 worth of goods to you? You don't buy planks, which is unfortunate. I could do the dumb thing and sell amber for amber, which I hate doing, but could be good. Might be smarter than giving up our precious early food. I do have a minute. I could make another pack of building materials or something. Or crop packs, or both. I mean, I could just do both. That feels silly, but... They always buy packs. So, like, it's very viable. As long as they get there, like, quite quickly. Like, they both have to get there and start on it, like, now. To make it so that they'll do that before, she leaves. 46 seconds? Yeah, that should be plenty of time. Alright. I guess that's done, more or less. These need to be delivered really badly, actually. Yeah, deliver those. Alright, Plague of Mosquitoes. Global production speed is 50% slower. Like, every Sealed Forest game starts with that, and I'm relatively sure that's a guarantee. So, that was nice to get that confirmation. That export specialization actually going to be pretty nice. It's going to make doing a lot of trade nonsense a lot more viable, which usually is not viable in the Sealed Forest, but, you know, things change. This should cap us on both packs, so they should deliver those immediately. If they don't, I might be a little cross, but worse things have happened. If I have to sell amber for amber, I sell amber for amber. Apparently I'm selling amber for amber. I do have a clay delivery line. I could just sell off my clay. That's not a big deal. We're not even using it for building right now. could sell off some reeds. Very nervous about selling off early game food. Tends to be a little precious. But maybe it's fine. I need to have 16 appear here. Like, period. Yeah? It's probably fine. Yeah. Still need to sell an amber worth of stuff to her. I hate the giant hit I just took on my amber. Let's not mince words about that. One there. Sell enough eggs to make up the difference, call it okay. I hated all of that, so we're clear. But we got it. Boom. Gosh, that turns all of this from 3 to 5, huh? That's enough of a boost that I actually want to stop them and redo that. Okay, well, that's all 3 orders immediately done. That's pretty sweet. I need some space for buildings, also. I will need to have the artisan, I'll need to have the provisioner. Those are all mission critical, so let's get the beavers over here making some space behind the warehouse. And say goodbye to Sahilda. Thank you for your help. Also put down a beaver house too. We've got like certainly have enough planks right now with 2 people on a frickin' lumber mill. It's gonna be really good for most of the game. The entire game. It's lumber mill is just really good in the end. Yeah. Definitely want to cut out enough space for a full slew of houses over here. I do want to minimize tree cutting, but I also need to have a space to exist in. So it's a fun balancing act here in the Sealed Forest. Should cut down on the superfluous roads, actually. Like, this is not needed. As much as I hate how ugly the aesthetics are. Ooh, we do get humans! Sick! This will not bump us up a hostility level, so this is fine to click on. Humans are a great thing to see, because now I know where the closest fertile ground is, and it's right there. Gosh. Okay, cool. Pretty happy to see that. Is that chopped down yet? Yep. Yeah, cool. Over here, clear that space out. We can put the artisan down now. And the provisioner, and then we'll want the bakery somewhere because, we're already primed to make biscuits, and that's all the food we're going to be making for the rest of the game forever. So that's fun. Here's good enough. I could also just slap it down there. Also, we can get people picking the roots efficiently now. That's extra good. Yeah, oh, that's pretty nice. You guys finished a massive amount of packs. I would love it if you delivered them. I will eventually need to start making provision packs, but I think that will wait until I'm not worried about everyone starving to death. So, hopefully this gets chopped out quicker. How many charges are left on this big thing? 20? Oh gosh. We actually want to pop this a little faster than that. Only a little though. We are kind of risking going over hostility if we break into that. In fact, We'll be 1 shy? Yeah, we'll be 1 shy. That's spooky. How are we on trees right now? We have 3 trees until we get a bit more hostility. I mean, 1, 2, and that's it. I mean, we can't open it. I guess. It's a spooky, but it's also doable. Oh no, we have to cut down 2, don't we? We do. It's not doable. How lame. You get on roots. Can't wait for more humans. It'll be very convenient to have. Okay, just mark this tree for chopping, call it good. We'll chop that down once that one's gone. I would like to get fertile ground going as fast as possible. We're basically gonna just focus on grain, aren't we? We have a ton of roots for a ton of biscuits. We're not at hostility level. Lame. Lame and frustrating. That's okay. Cut that out. Don't cut. Oh, right, that's already being cut down, so yes, cut that. We found a drill and a ton of clay, which clay delivery line makes that a little less exciting. Disassemble it for pipes. What is this? Copper veins. I guess I can just leave it. Maybe we'll use it later. Also found the guidance stone, and it's pointing over this way, which means this is where the seal is. Which means I will need to punch through a ton of tiny glades to get over there. Not my favorite thing to do, but if there's a benefit, it's that I wanted to pop this one anyway for extra space around the hearth, so I guess I'll go ahead and queue that up. Where do we put the farm, though? It's kind of really cramped right now. Like, I guess, like, I could drop it here. Extra farm range makes this viable. Just have to cut down 1 more tree. It's not a huge deal. Make those farm fields. Yeah, getting a crop of grain year 2 will be pretty nice. Not gonna lie. I should also check for trade packs routes, which I do have. This is okay. I mean, it's worth it. So I guess we'll click the button because it's worth it. And I guess very weirdly, we are just gonna be doing building material packs for a while, huh? Very rare the game I do that in, but here we are. What's our cornerstone? Mushroom seedlings are interesting. That certainly makes it so that, well, there's a lot of bonuses you get from mushrooms, but we don't have any right now. So that's kind of like just okay. We do need something to make biscuits out of, but we have berries and we have berries, roots, and herbs, so like it doesn't really matter that much. Ancient Pact is interesting. It's not my favorite. This is a really, really good amount of information, but I hate killing people. I think this is actually a reroll. Mushroom seedlings is nice, but it is just not good enough right now. Speaking of nice but not good enough right now. Without restrictions is fine. it's merely fine. Family gratitude is okay. We're not gonna get much in the way of reputation from Resolve, except from the Harpies. That will get us, like, some water skins, which will tide us through, but, like, we already have a ranch and a grain field, so, like, we've got water skins, more or less, you know, once we can build them. This is another reroll. Maybe it's foolish of me to ignore without restrictions, but I'm doing it turns out. Interesting stuff here. I'm gonna do a lot with farming, but that doesn't mean Rooty Ground is bad. In fact, Rooty Ground is pretty great. This gives us more wood, which means less need for chopping trees for wood. And the harvesting and planting speed, slowing down sucks, but I can upgrade human houses to compensate for that. And that's not bad. Smuggler's Visit also, obviously, is amazing. But, like, I don't think there's any, like, mission-critical things I need right now. Although I could check the orders to see if I do, in fact, have a mission-critical blueprint I need. We got Harpy Influx, which feels unlikely to do. I mean, we're doing trade route stuff, so, like, stacking amber feels like the obvious play. +1 to bricks will be nice for the whole game. +2 to coats will also be nice for the whole game, but 65 mushrooms is going to be tough. We'd have to find a mushroom field, we'd also have to not eat them. I think stacking amber's fine. It's kind of what we're doing anyway. Work break. Don't fell trees. Or clothing for the people, which automatically finishes. Huh. Specialized boots are nice, but are they nice enough for me to, like, literally halt all of my progress this year? I mean, the amber's nice, too. And this is, you know, free-ish. I mean, it's... If we had more stuff for everybody to do, that would be a lot more viable, but, like, I've got a harvester's camp, which is full up, and a forager's camp, which I want to maximize. And, like, I would have all my beavers, what, collecting clay? I mean, that's something for them to do, sure, but, like, it just feels like we're stalling out massively for 20% speed to woodcutters. That doesn't seem worth it at all. I think I'd much rather clothing for the people here and just, like, get +1 fabric production right now, plus some extra parts, which will be nice. Something to be said about extra wildfire essence, but I think just click that button and then click the complete it button. Seems good. We found the weaver and the smelter. We are getting copper ore from the clay pits. Do I care is the question. I mean, there's no better place to make copper bars than the smelter. But I'm also sitting on 0-star fabric production, and boy would I like to have that not be the case. Especially given that we're going to need to have a rather robust coat production system this game, given that everybody wears coats. Yeah, now that I say that out loud, it sure does feel like Weaver's the play, so let's click that. Let's move you out of the way. Alright. So we'll do the Weaver, put them right there. We'll want the Artisan to be made soon. Weaver's definitely a priority now. Don't want fabric made here anymore. We should probably relinquish the massive amount of planks that we are putting into boxes to trade away. Just a bit, though. Don't feel like I want to trade many of these at all right now. so we'll just hold off on that. Yeah. Once that's done, we put the farm there, get that going. Can I make this decision now? I mean, rooty ground is fine, as I mentioned. I think we're fine with that. Also, I should be deleting this this marker to get some stone. And actually, I think I will want to use that stone immediately to make a road to the warehouse and hearth, because that is very good and efficient. Yeah. Want the road here. We need that chopped. Could also use this stuff chopped. Oh, we're so cramped in the sealed forest. Just perpetually cramped. Anyway. We need to chop into this glade. And I would love it if I got a little extra space. Speaking of extra space, I might consider tearing this road down. Just so I can fit another couple of houses in there comfortably. Semi-comfortably, at least. No, not there, not yet, because I need that space for the woodcutter. Let's not forget the fact that the woodcutter actually takes space. we need the space to use it. Planks are stored here right now. Let's relinquish those and get our builders working on that. Tout de suite. I relinquished those. Did you just immediately redeliver them? You did. Okay, well, don't. It's fair that you want to make the packs, but stop. Alright. Okay, we got a weaver all set up. We'll get harpies working on it because they like that there. The artisan will be made here. I need these trees chopped just so that the entrance isn't blocked off. So we'll plan on that. Need a blight post soonish. Don't need it yet, but soon-ish. This is a terrible price. This is insulting. I refuse. Alright. The farm exists. It exists way later than I'd have preferred, that's for sure. Brought them back a third time, right? I mean, I'm happy he's diligent, but also stop. Yeah, we're basically just waiting for planks and fabric to be made. We're getting tons of planks. It's nice. Ooh, hi! Oh, that's lovely to see. We'll get the resin and the stone. In fact, we'll make a stone road up to the farm with that. Eventually we'll get in there. And we found more fertile ground, which I might use for berries. And I can spend the resin on the obelisk. No reason not to do that. Yeah. Well, I mean, there sort of is a reason, what if I need the resin for other stuff, but I refuse to fall into that trap. But yeah, I think this is our plantation, for sure. That looks great. Very happy for that. We want this cleared out for hearth space anyway, so I'm just gonna let these trees get chopped, but then we're gonna make our way towards the seal and call that good. In that case, I'll need these marked for chopping. And a little entryway there. That'll be fine. I also like to get rid of this one because I think I might end up putting the blight post here. It's cramped and I hate it, but it's also I mean, I have to not be super picky with space on this map. I like being super picky with space. I want to make all of my towns pretty. But the Sealed Forest is not about making a pretty town where everybody's happy and we all dance around being like, woo, I love this place. Sealed Forest is about finding the seal and closing it. And everything else can fall by the wayside. I definitely need to cut this also, because I need room for houses up here for sure. Although, I say that, but there's really not a lot of need for the road here. So what I could do is I could pull the road back from there, just slap down a human house there. Seems okay. This is actually a really nice looking spot for a harpy house. I'm gonna put one there. This all looks good. Sure would love another human or two, or 4. But, I guess we just won't have that for a bit. You can go down here, chop those out. Sure feels like I have a gremlin in my head that's like, yeah, just chop those trees willy-nilly. Doesn't matter. I mean, you'll get hostility, but who cares? And like, that's not a good mindset to have on the Sealed Forest. You don't want to be willy-nilly with all that, in general. Speaking of things, we can actually put some fences on this. And that'll look kind of nice. I'll approve of that. Ooh, I can even put one there? Yeah! That'll be the 4 comfort I need to upgrade the hearth, which is mission critical, usually. Okay, do you have a trade route that doesn't insult me this year? No. Okay, fine. Continue to insult me then. See if I care. I care. Stop that. Very rude of you. Alright, we're not gonna get much of a harvest of wheat this year, but we're getting some, and that counts. For something. I'm sure. How are we doing on the cloth here? Okay, yeah, it's the only real problem with the cloth is that needs to be delivered. Good. We still need that for bricks. Still want to trade building material packs. Just need the planks right now. Don't want to trade away crop packs at the moment. I will need provision packs at some point. We'll need to make more of those eventually, but right now we don't need to. And if we can get away with it, we will. Okay. Slowly but surely, we will get all the beaver houses we need. We should also queue up the blight post before I forget. This beaver is just going to not be able to get into his home, and we're gonna have to call that okay. Just think of it like, just pretend this is a duplex. It's fine. Is there anything to do but just wait for things to happen? Kinda. Guess I should glance around, just see if anything needs optimizing. Doesn't feel like much needs optimizing. Fabric's done. Need the builder there. I mean, I want 2 harpies on the artisan making coats immediately, basically. So I guess one of you can be done whenever you deliver whatever it is you're delivering. Yeah, congratulations, you delivered it first. You're gonna be our coat maker, which you're very happy about because you are very comfortable tailoring. So cool. Ooh, do I want all 3 slots filled actually? Probably. Yeah, let's get all 3 slots filled. Like, it sure It sure does feel like we're going to need that many people on coats. Because everybody wants coats. And I guess we're down to one builder again, which is where I usually am. Funny how that works out. I guess I just send it now, more or less. Oh, hi, Farlef. Welcome. I do have some packs I can sell you. I would love to get hostility reduction and the smithy, but I think hostility reduction is better. There's something to be said for quick deliveries, but not a lot. I'm not using my seam. It comes in so handy for bad glade events in this forest, but I think right now I want money. I mean, that's a perfectly even trade. I can't not take perfectly even trades. Still leaves me quite short, though. Unfortunately. Am I getting any, no. Like, is there any way I can reasonably give you 10 amber worth of stuff that won't, like, cripple my long-term chances? I hate that, to be clear, but maybe it's okay? Maybe not that many reeds. I do need that for cloth. Make up the difference in wood. No, I can't make up the, well, I can make up the difference in wood, but I hate it. Oh, we can sell a ton of clay. We don't need a lot of it. Yeah. We have a clay delivery line for a reason, and that reason is to make the early game easier. This is probably okay. This is a lot to spend on minus 50 hostility, but like that's also minus 50 hostility, which is very strong. Anything that reduces hostility is good. Maybe I'm myopic in my thinking on that, but I can't deny it feels that way. 4 to 4 or 6 to 6. Yeah, that's worker mobilization for you. It's already turned it into 2 stars. Harvester's Camp is done for the moment. Get rid of it for the moment, maybe? It's kinda. It's fine. It's probably fine. Just leave it there until I need the space, I guess. I mean, I could sell some leather, but I'm not interested. I should probably get to collecting this clay, now that I have an idle thought. Wouldn't be a bad idea. Hey, that's done. Cool. Slap the obelisk wherever. Preferably in a spot that I'm not using. I think it's back there. That'll be your temporary home. Congratulations. Or something. Alright. I hope the next curse from the storm won't be too devastating. There's always a chance it will be. But maybe it won't be. And maybe I'll be fine. Hi! A herbalist camp. Some mushrooms and berries too. That's nice to see. Also found a free lamp, so that's cool. Just slap that down somewhere, sure. And some barrels. Why not? Why not just slap the barrels down somewhere? that look at least semi-moderately okay. Here, I guess, for now. That's your for now home. It's not your forever home, that's for sure. Yep, we'll pop that for the stone, and like, this is a lot cheaper to rebuild it instead of building a new one from scratch. Could get some tools out of it, but I think I'm perfectly fine making a harvester's camp, because, like, look at all the stuff that we could harvest. It just seems like a fine plan. Alright. Should be getting our new villagers soon. Very important I get a good road out from here, too. People take longer rests, and they consume twice as much food. It's a little spicy, not gonna lie. But we should have enough raw food to tide us over. I need to get the trading post out of here. Just delete these roads. These roads are doing nothing but getting in my way. So I need the space for a bakery. Yep. Good enough. Slap the bakery down here. For now, we will concentrate fully on making biscuits out of whatever the heck we have. Cap it at, like, I don't know, 150. Everybody eats them. It's not like we'll want fewer at any point. Turn our grain into flour with somebody who will be coming up in the newcomer sports. So yeah, we'll just call that good. Humans, please. Thank you. And a bunch of raw food, which is very helpful. Yes, please. Excellente. Alright. We want you guys in the farms for sure. This is the slightly more important farm. I mean, you can keep slow foraging that. That's fine. We'll put beaver in the provision you're making flour. Doesn't really matter who's in there. And for the harpy, I guess we just call it good. We'll put you on the clay deposit later on. Oh no, we obviously put you on the herbalist camp when that's built. Duh. That's a big duh. Any trade packs I could sell? No. Well, darn. Can't sell any clay. Don't really want to sell my reeds. It's fine, I guess. It might actually be a good idea to, like, make plant fibers this year. Because we'll have a bunch of berries from the herbalist camp here, and we're out of reeds, so good chance we'll run out of fabric at some point with, you know, this massive amount of co-production going on. It's something I should be prudent about, probably. I get the camp close enough to cut down that one annoying tree. Not really. You're now in the way. Congratulations, you're getting unbuilt. For that. I know, it's cruel and unusual, but it is what it is. Those I would like to see gone so we could put another housing row there. Putting a bakery there, so this might actually end up being its forever home. So that's fun. When you pick up the ranch though, might not need to worry about the fiber. That's true, I can turn grain into that, although I can also turn grain into leather. Which I could also turn into cloth. But I can also turn plant fiber into ranch stuff. So, like, I mean, I only need a few berries to make biscuits out of, right? And it's 3 per. I don't know. I don't know if about any good ratios whatsoever. I should set that limit to 50, not 10. I'm not sure what I'm doing there. You guys get to go back here. That'll be a good spot. Now we make a road out to here. Low on food, you don't say. Yeah, we sure are. That needs to be a fence corner. That is a truly egregious oversight on my part. Right, the second human house can go back there. Beaver houses are getting built. Very mildly worried about the food, but we'll deal with it. The bakery needs to get built more than the beaver houses, though, so if the builders could get on that, I'd appreciate it. In fact, since you're just idle, why don't I make you a builder? Get you working there. You won't be idle for very long. The people in the artisan will drag cloth as it's being made out of the weaver, so like, yeah, we're already below our cap again. They are only very occasionally idle in there. I'm out of bricks. I will need to correct that. Oh baby, it's Sahilda's cookbook. Biscuit diet also really tempting. Like, really tempting. Given that everybody eats biscuits, but like, we have pie and then it just gives us free jerky. That's pretty much impossible for me to ignore. It's so good, and we have harpies who want to eat the jerky, and we can sell the excess jerky. It's just really, really strong. So I guess we, in fact, do want to make pies, and we'll put whatever meat we have into the pies. Yeah, we don't want to put anything that we can make biscuits out of into pies, but we do get meat from trees, so I don't see any reason we wouldn't just shove all our meat into pies and call it a day. Yeah. In fact, that looks exceptionally good to me. Cool. Also open up some new orders, see what we get. Into the ruins. Rebuild 2 ruins and do a corruption event for the carpenter and +2 to plank production. God, I wish this was retroactive. Because, like, I did a corruption decision with the obelisk, and I've already rebuilt 1 ruin, and I'd be like, yeah, I'm totally willing to roll the dice on finding another ruin, but, like, finding 2 more ruins and a corruption decision, just, like, randomly, it, like... I mean, I have a lot of time to do it, but I think just clicking on basic rights is the play here. We'll want ale for the humans and the beavers, and that gets us a free blueprint. There's just a lot of good things to say about it. So let's do that. Open or send caches. We don't have any tools, and we probably won't have any for the entire game. Fair exchange kind of leans on what we're already doing, making packs and selling them. That gives us porridge and pipes and some incense, which could come in handy, I guess. I won't say no. It's a good deal. Sure. It's selling a lot of coats, which we don't have, but maybe we will at some point. I don't know. It's fine. We should pull someone from the lumber mill at this point, I think. Then again, we do have an absolute nonsense amount of beaver houses that need built. Yeah, that's true. Okay. I need more people. I need somebody in the bakery. In fact, I need like many people in the bakery because this is 2 people will not keep up with our complex food needs. I also need somebody working in the crude workstation to make bricks, so I guess it is this beaver. That's a shame. Oh well. I should check if there are packs available. There are building material packs. Pretty good trade route for it too. I should be very okay with trading some planks for that. Yeah. See if we can't get a pack of building materials made before the season ends. I say but we're making 5, which is kind of funny. Maybe we'll even get a lucky crit and make 10. That'd be hilarious. Oh boy. I really need the hearth upgraded at some point too. Space is a problem, obviously, but we can make room somewhere, probably. Also, maybe, kinda, a little bit. This isn't being used for anything yet. The decorations are eminently movable, which is nice. Just put down some flowers for now. 2 flower beds and, like, something comforting. Some barrels next to the bakery or something? Seems okay. Alright, you finished the building material packs. Excellent. 1 for 3 sounds great to me, and we can do that trade route multiplier and get some work on the fair exchange border at the same time, which is why I put so many resources into that, in case you were wondering. Let's free up those planks so we can build beaver houses. We don't need that quite yet. But yeah, we need bricks, we need the blight post prioritized. Lots to do, not a lot of time to do it. How are we doing here? We're out of grain, so I guess you have nothing to do for a bit. Awkward. Also would love to upgrade that. But it's a little hard right now. You're delivering the flour. Now you're idle. I guess I can have you at the weaver or something. Yeah, we are out of cloth. That's a bit of a problem. Ooh boy, can't wait for all this food to come back. Feels needed rather heavily. As if on cue. Hey! Hey! Hey, do you know you're low on food? I was aware of that. Thank you. Do we have enough coats to justify this? No. No, we do not. Okay. A lot of happy people, though. Happy to see that. If we can get a bunch of reputation points out of Resolve, we'll be very happy. Because that is part of sealing the forest. You're done here. So I guess go up here, get to work on chopping into the glade. We probably don't want to chop into it quite yet. So we'll just hold control here. Say, do not chop into glade, please. Just go one away. And then we'll chop those trees to just give you something to do. That'll be fine. This tree to give you something to do. These trees, at some point, we'll probably be opening this just to get space near the warehouse, if nothing else. Alright, I'm sitting at 92% corruption, I should gently point out, as you can see, right down there. So having the blight post exist would be awfully nice. Love that to exist. Zorg's arrived. He's brought some stuff that could interest me. +2 to grain production would be very nice. Given what we're doing right now. Very nice. Also, very difficult to have happen. We are going to get 15 amber, so we'll catch him when he leaves. See how we feel in them. We've got some leather. Don't really want to give that up right now, though. Maybe it's okay, though? Could sell a part or two for some money. If I sold it right now, it would get here before Zorg leaves. Might be something to do. I usually hate selling parts. And we're not getting any extra from our orders, so that makes me extra hate selling parts. Maybe it's fine, though? That's my entire justification that I need, apparently? Okay. Cool. I guess we're good with that. Yeah. Sit tight and let things happen, I suppose. Now we're getting grain coming in, so we can start making a ton of more biscuits. And in fact, I need somebody on the provisioner now, don't I? Because we need to make flour. I also need somebody making purging fire, which would be a harpy. You don't have anything to do. Going to sneeze. Ooh, or it's going to die in my mouth. That's fun. Okay, you get on the blight post. I mean, we're about to have some grain delivered, so fine with him just doing that stuff. Okay. I'm going to very briefly pause and unpause. Come on now. Don't make me roll on the razor's edge for this long. Thank you. Okay. So now we need a mere 5 amber to get mold supply. And surely that's doable. Surely. Boy, that's less doable than I would prefer. Ooh, one idea. Just take all of the clay we have stored there out. Yeah. Get that to sell. Then we can sell planks because we're making those very efficiently and I should be okay with that. Sell bricks. We do have infinity clay. I guess that's fine. Sell resin. I don't have any source of resin on this map, is the thing. I can sell some of my reeds. Half my coats. Maybe this is okay. It comes out evenly, so it must be okay. +2 to grain production will be crazy good We can make more flour, we can feed it to farm animals. There's just so much that's good about that. It was well worth the money, I think. More humans, please. Well, I guess it's one more human. Brought some food along with them? Sure. You're delivering those to the warehouse. I'm not going to swap you until you've delivered them. And delivered. Cool. Certainly would love the builders to make this road at some point. That'd be cool if they could, like, do that. The thing I asked them to do a very long time ago. You can go in the lumber mill now. Go to the workstation, because we need clay again. Or we need bricks again. Oh, I have to wait for clay to trickle in, which I guess is fine. Granted, if I want clay, maybe I should just put people on the stonecutter camp and get clay there, because that is exactly what it's there for, and why am I not doing that? Well, when you put it that way, it sounds like I'm being silly, so stop putting it that way. Sorry, my apologies. So again, we are going to put a beaver house in a very cramped location, but it's the location we have, so deal with it. Sure would love to have a drizzle geyser somewhere, so we can juice up the bakery. Maybe I put that advanced rain collector to use. I do hate it, but it could be good. We're just lacking planks for upgrading the hearth now. We have much and more we need doing. What's this plague? Ooh, the plague of darkness. Storm is 100% longer. And you can't sacrifice hearths. Okay. Hopefully we're all happy during the storm. Yeah, we're very good. I mean, literally all of my efforts have been towards making people happy, so I'm not particularly surprised we have enough resolve to get through this with relative ease. It's just, you know, it's just nice to have that confirmation, I guess. Harpy's busy tearing down the blights. May as well swap you to Weaver, given that we'll need you to make cloth. Because we're basically out of cloth. The road's done up here. I have enough stone to justify a road up here, though, of stone, so I think I will. Also, part of me wants to chop through that. Maybe we even will. But we'll do that later. I don't really have anyone to spare for much of anything. Make you do packs of provisions. Maybe stuff some of our extra planks into packs and sell those off. It's not the worst idea. We have enough clay now. You make some bricks. We have enough planks, so I can justify you working on getting us money. Work on fair exchange, get enough amber to finish stacking amber. That seems fine. We also need to make sure at some point we have some dangerous glades available to pop really quickly, just in case the Plague of Death comes up. rather not have people die to the death plague if we can help it. I'm sure most of my villagers would agree with that assessment. I don't want to be presumptuous, but they probably approve of my let's not have people needlessly die decisions. Need another comfort decoration when we're fully upgraded, so let's put one down somewhere. Row of benches? Row of benches, sure. Could definitely use the boost in production speed, that is for darn sure. These are getting very slowly picked at. Do want more humans. Want Forger's Camp fully fleshed out, and I want to have 2 in reserve just for when we find more fertile ground. Where'er it may be. It's probably worth going into that one. We'll worry about it later. It's such a long storm, it's ridiculous. But we're actually getting resolved through the harpies during the storm, which is really nice. Really goes to show how meticulous I've been with not causing excess hostility. I mean, we already have a fulfilled need for leisure, so why not just click the button that says, do the thing you are always doing, but more so. That seems fine to me. We'll need a service building for leisure, for sure. Man, it would be great if I found a temple and then just laughed bitterly at hostility for the rest of the game. Just like, hostility? I don't care a lick about that. That would be very fun to have happen. But, not something we can easily count on either. You could go back into the Weaver now, I think. Once you make that purging fire. Don't want to be completely inefficient about it. Got a +2 out of it. Good to see. Our packs have been delivered as well. We have some copper ore we're not doing anything with. Could sell that. Don't want to. I think any trade route I want to do has to be worth at least 12 to work on fair exchange. I mean, it doesn't like have to be that way, but I would much prefer to do that. Much rather double up on this kind of stuff. Anyway, speaking of things we need to do now, let's get the woodcutter up here and cut into the seal. See what we have to do. Hello, new blueprint. I mean, the water skins is fine. The greenhouse could be amazing, but it's not quite yet. Not much to be said about cookhouse. These are bad blueprints. What do we get? I like baptism. Anything that makes you lose hostility is good. Smuggler visit could also be pretty nice. I could definitely get like a temple. Man, just to ensure I get a temple kind of makes me feel like I want to click that button right now. Because then I won't need hostility reduction from baptism of fire. Yeah. Yeah, that seems good. Temple. Oh, it doesn't give right, it gives religion and education, which I want both of those, but I do need a leisure building very badly. Temple's just so good, though. It's so good. I can't not. Like, I even said that was the plan, so I can't just be like, oh, well, I know I said I wanted to do that, but maybe what if I don't? What if I just didn't, though? And what if I talked in a really stupid voice, too? Yeah, what if you did? What if you did all that? What if you did all that and sounded like a doofus? Me? What if that happened? This is an okay price, but it won't get me up to 12. So I'm very reluctant to do that. Very reluctant. Look at me the amber I need, though. It's probably worth it for that, unfortunately. Alright, alright. We'll deal with it. I'm gonna need a warehouse over here so badly. Because this is almost certainly where my next hearth is gonna be. Or maybe over here. I need a lot of space for it, that's for sure. I think the next patch of fertile ground is basically gonna dictate where it comes up. Can I rejigger this a little bit? Yeah, you go here. That's fine. Put you here, because it fits. Vlies has arrived. Hello, Vlies. You are offering me the stamping mill, which I usually like, but is not good enough for me to spend heavily on today. Drawing boxes is fine. Like, they don't... Like, you don't spend much time resting anyway. It just doesn't feel like that's useful. Furniture is great. Just +1 global resolve is great, but, like, it's also really expensive, and I don't wish to spend my money on it. So, that's that. This will take far more bricks than I have. Also, I have nobody making lumber, so I need that to happen. Alright. We found the seal. And I need training gear. Awkward. Do you have training gear? You don't. Do you have rocks? You don't. You have tools. That's the most expensive solution to this problem. I do have enough jerky to bribe them. I generally hate doing that, especially since it's a full point of reputation I'm losing out on. I can make training gear at the Weaver. Out of my no metal and my very limited amount of rocks. Are you selling metal or rocks? Of course you're not selling rocks. I just checked that. No metal either. Not super great. No solution is being presented to me. Also, this stuff. I mean, we're just gonna make packs and call it a day. Like, that is the easiest choice I've ever been presented with, so we're gonna do that. We will need, like, we're gonna make something of this glade over here, probably a small farm. We'll need a hearth somewhere around here. Might just slap it where the fishermen are. How do I solve chase away? Like, there's no universe where I afford 15 tools. Like, that's just absurd. Like, I could sell everything I own and not make it. Okay, I could make it if I sold the wildfire essence, but like, no? Is the thing. I'm not going to sell you everything I own. I could call another trader. Is there any other way to get metal? Not really. I mean, I guess there's the stamping mill. It does get me metal. This is so... I hate this. I hate this. This sucks. I'm almost certainly gonna have to bribe them if I have no way of getting stone or metal. There's no stone or metal on the map, right? Yeah. There's no stone deposits, so I'd have to make it out of metal. The only thing you have is copper on this map. Which, again, I could try my hardest to get the stamping mill, but... boy, that's, like, almost as expensive as buying the tools I need is. So, like, at that point, what am I even doing? I do get rocks from stacking amber. That's probably actually just enough. I need 8 times 3. I need 24 stone. Yeah. I could also rip up some of my stone roads. So yeah, that's perfectly viable. Okay. Cool. Yes, 30 training gear, please. And yeah, I would like to accelerate the pace I get amber at, but like, I get it in the next 2 minutes. It's probably fine. I don't need to sell 10 amber worth of stuff just to get there. Probably. It's probably fine. I want to start making this stuff? Maybe. Could definitely put copper ore in it. Don't mind that. We're stretched very thin, we are. Still, very nice to see resolve ticking up. Your reputation from resolve. I can word speak. I have good words for the word speaks. Could I squeeze a human house in up here? Sorta. Sorta, but also no. Squeeze one back here. Which I kinda don't mind, I guess. Sort of, a little bit, maybe. It's ugly, but what else is new? Fleece is leaving. Situation hasn't really changed since the last time I pondered it. Hey, people. As many humans as I can get, please. So it's one of these, the end. Can turn the herbs into food, so I'm pretty happy with that. Yup, you're just busy with all that. That's great. With that giant influx of herbs, I might consider swapping that to use herbs just for a bit. It's probably fine. I'll need yet another beaver house over here and another human house somewhere. I would also love to upgrade the human houses, but I would love a lot of things that aren't happening right now.
Oh, we know.
Post, workstation, that's all good. 3 builders is fine. I could put you on the forger's camp. I would love to have this cleared out for space, if nothing else. So let's plan on that. We're also going to need people for this. Basically just waiting for the trade route to finish. Yep. Training gear is top priority, by the way. Finish. There we go. Stacking amber done. +1 to brick. We got some stone, we got some reeds, both of which we can use to make training gear. We should have plenty. Cool. Coolio. Do I want to consider any of these? No. It's the problem. I hate all of it. Like, the greenhouse has something going for it if we had found a drizzle geyser anywhere, but we haven't. Done nearly enough coats to justify selling. You guys are building the rest of the training gear we need, so that's good. I guess we just kind of fast forward until we're done, huh? Don't like any of this. By the way, what's the next one? Plague of rats. Raw food and cooked and raw food vanishes rapidly. Hate that. But oh well. We suck it up. I could have just used the stone raw, now that I think about it, but it's more efficient to use it as training gear, so I'm not going to beat myself up over it. I can get up to 12. That seems very worth it. We did find some extra reeds over here, which, definitely worth gathering. These continue to be bad. I want them to be better. Just make that happen, that'd be cool. What is our woodcutter doing over here, if anything? Pretty much nothing. Yeah, just go over here. Chop into this, finally. We will get around to it. You're busy with these still, that's all good. Definitely need a warehouse over here. Once we get that cleared out, we'll work on it. Bling. There we go. Oh, look at that, we even got 10 extra. Maybe that'll be useful somewhere. Okay, we're both on a coffee break. Not what I wanted to see. Gotta be real with you. Kinda wanted those delivered immediately so we could get to work on the Fishman Cove before it kills us. Okay, there we go. Cool. Speaking of it killing us, this is a lot of hostility to deal with during the storm, but then again I have a ton of wood and then soon I'll have a temple. So, like, burning wood to take care of the hostility that'll pop up from this is probably fine. It's a little spooky, but it's probably fine. So yeah, let's get you two working on it immediately then. Get him out of here. maybe I put up a warehouse like immediately over here. That's how long this journey is. Honestly, I like it. Just slapping one down right here, maybe over here. I don't know where I want to put the hearth. I mean, I'll put it anywhere basically, but you just like right here. So I can like, I don't know. Maybe 1, 1, 2 over here. It's not the ugliest placement I've ever had. Maybe that's good enough. Maybe it'll have to be good enough. God, our harpies are happy. Look at that. Look at these harpies. They are loving life. Life is good. Life is good if you're a harpy. Feels good, man. Okay, we've run out of trees over here. In that case, chop out stuff over here now. Need the space around the hearth. Will that pop into the glade? It will. Am I okay with that? Like, only mildly. Let's chop what I'm definitely okay with. This will be a lot of wood. We'll be very happy to see it. Sure would love it if this got built at some point. Also love it if we got Heart of Amber done at some point too, but all these things are not happening yet. And I'm just gonna have to suck it up. You're capped on bricks. I would like it if, like, the builder delivered them. I guess you get to be a builder and deliver them then. Congratulations or something. I'm going to very quickly get a drink. You're gonna get to see me freeze up, except for my mouth. I'm alive. I'm alive again. You don't have to worry. Things are okay. Doo-doo. That is leisure. I guess we pick that. Who can build stuff? You. Go take care of the totem. Now. Go do it. Do it! I demand it. Well, we found the leather worker. Gives us pigment, gives us water skins, both of which I would love. Alchemist Hut would also open up a lot of doors. The leather worker is better though. Just the pigment and the water skins will both be exceptional. So we'll get those. Once I have space, I'll put down a ranch and then I'll put down the leather worker. They'll work really well together. It'll be great. In fact, I could probably like eke out space right now because I could just move this, but then again, that's kind of already there and kind of just squatting in place and keeping me from doing all the stuff I want to do. Very rude of it. Ick. We have strange lights, which is terrible. So we're gonna burn wood to get rid of that, for sure. Beavers are mildly perturbed. We're probably fine. I think once I get those beaver houses built, we'll be okay. They are, one is in fact being built as we speak right now. That new totem is not what I wanted to see. Please get to work on that. Oof. Yeah. Melancholy is rough. It's all very rough. We have plenty of wood to burn, and I'm very happy to burn it when I have the temple, so, like, if we get in trouble, I will just start burning 3 stacks of wood and be fine with it. Hey, also, check it out, part of Amber is done. Kaboom. The Guardian's heart, but you still have a long way to go. Choose your next steps wisely. Time is ticking. As the years go by, the Sealed Ones will unleash even more terrible plagues upon the settlement. May the holy fire protect you. It's probably gonna hit up mortal blood here. We've already gotten 2 reputation points from the Harpies and humans, and I plan on getting a lot more, so that seems good to me. Maybe we'll even sneak in some reputation from trading routes. Meat specialization is good but risky. All the trees drop meat. So eventually we can have, like, all the trees drop extra meat. And then we'll have an alternate food supply, basically. But if the game goes especially long, eventually the trees will start dropping, like, 25 meat, and we won't get any wood because we'll be too busy carting meat around. Let's just pretend the game will definitely not go on that long. And then just call it good. I'm not going to use those, so may as well sell them. We do have packs. Actually, yeah. We don't want to make crop packs anymore. We're done with that. Fine with more packs of building materials being made, honestly. So yeah, let's just call that good. Relinquish your grain. We need to eat that. Guess we're burning more wood, huh? Ah. Another totem popped up immediately. Dang it! Okay. Get you working on that. Have to favor the beavers for a bit. Not the end of the world. These totems are brutal. This entire event is brutal. got down a bit, that's good. Feel cavalier enough to open this. I don't wanna. That's not smart. That's really dangerous. I'm good, thanks. I think I'd rather the +3 coats for sure. It's getting done slowly but surely. Yet another totem pops up, naturally. Back to melancholy. Tis what it is. I mean, we're making it. It's okay. Oh hey, we opened that up accidentally. A drizzle geyser, you say? How interesting. And very, very good for us. Forgers camp have run out. My god, finally. Alright, cool. That frees up 2 workers, which is like the big benefit there. Let's get some stuff built. We can make the ranch. Slap it down here, that's fine. Make the leather worker. Like, not really. There's no really good place to put it. This is cutting down 2 less trees, so I guess that's enough of an incentive to get me to swap there. Okay. We're not out of wood, are we? Or is that just that many fishermen totem are up? Just that many fishermen totem are up, huh? Well, we're about to lose 2 of them in rapid succession, so we're fine. It's just a little spooky. I should spend some C-Neuro on speeding that up, too. And I'll immediately have to re-spend C-Neuro because all of the sacrifices turn off during the storm. Yeah? I mean, the more I sacrifice, the better Temple gets, so, like, why wouldn't I? Ooh, yeah? Like, for sure, though? Like, for sure, though. Golden Marrow also pretty hot, but I think we want as much grain as we can possibly produce. And we say thank you very much for this opportunity. Ooh. I do love me a clearance totem. Do I have the money for it, though? Sell him my packs. Although, I do want to upgrade my human houses with these. Come to think of it. Is partially why I'm making all of these. Because we do have rooty ground, and I need to mitigate that very badly. It's all fine. I mean, we'll see. I think I'll just see where I stand when he's leaving. Any good trade routes I should be looking at? This is like okay. It's a good deal. I can get up to 12 too, which is valuable. Yeah, That convinced me. Ooh, can't wait for the drizzle water to go up so we can pipe up the bakery. It's a lot of people. Who do I want? These guys? These guys. Sure. Bring them in. What's the harm? None, basically. Okay, hostility's going down. This will almost be done. Naturally, one more for the road, just to spite us. It's fine. It is expected. Druid's hut? I mean, I have to do the scribe, unfortunately. I kind of wanted to do the Druid's hut because we have a ton of grain and burning oil is pretty hot right now. But, like, we need leisure. The scribe provides us with 2-star ale production. You can't say no to that. It's just good. And we have pigment production from the leatherworker, so we can get education going. And we can, with education and leisure both going, like, things are looking up. Let's just say that. We'll throw you into the temple, get ourselves a nice, massive reduction in hostility, and say thank you very much, good sir. Leatherworker can be slapped around right there. We can fit the scribe where these woodcutters are, which might just do. Seems okay to me. And we will be turning water skins, grains, and roots into ale, leather, wood, and pigment into scrolls. Don't have any metal for tools, so it's nice to have that option, at least. We know bricks, go make bricks. And then we're good, I guess. Sure seems like it. Cool. Sother is leaving. I still have basically nothing I can sell him for the clearance totem, so I might just have to say goodbye. It wasn't mission critical, and I need to only get mission critical stuff, ultimately. So we'll just say that's a necessary thing that happened, and be okay with it. This is kind of obnoxious how we can't place that. Anyway, Fisherman Cave's all done. We're gonna deliver the amber, that'll vanish. Put a hearth down here. We'll have a delicious second hearth. It'll be beautiful, we'll love it. Put those there, that'll be lovely and good. We definitely want roads along the fertile grounds, so it's easier for them to maneuver. We'll be putting houses over here at some point, so I may as well queue up the comfort decorations right now. Well, I want it to look pretty. And that's good. You can slap you guys in the harvester's camp. Seems good to me. We want to prioritize the hearth so that we can basically have our own self-sustaining settlement over here. And that's all good. This is a great place to live. I think we can all agree that, you know, out of all the places to live in the forest, this is where we want to live, right? It's like, hey honey, Honey, the sun's up. Oh, great. Let's have a nice leisurely breakfast and overlook the giant eyeball, the sealed ones, that is looking agonizingly out at us constantly. Well, that sounds great. Man, look how, agitated he looks. Like, do you think that's just him all the time? Like, he's just constantly on an adrenaline high, being like, oh my god, I see stuff. With that voice exactly. I bet he has that voice exactly. Why wouldn't he? I think I'll keep 4 builders. Currently, we have a lot to build, and this is a very long way to travel. Until the hearth is up, people are gonna have to swap between these two, which will suck a lot. So I'd rather not have to force them to do that constantly. You are capped, which means I have enough to upgrade human houses again, so let's do it. That hasn't been built yet. Yes, I see. I see. I mean, if it's not built yet, we may as well just move the stupid thing. Get it over here. Get those people working on upgrading the hearth a little bit. It's fine. Go there, really. Could just cut that singular tree and then have it go there. That does exist as an option. Clearance has arrived. Slowly the harpies will get mortal blood done for us, and I'll love it. But for now, you just sit tight. Alright, new hearth. Very pretty, very lovely. We love it. We'll get the trappers camp going. Gonna move that as soon as this tree is chopped down also. Like, it's worth not having to force them to walk through the houses just to get at those meats. And we're gonna be getting a lot of meat. So, yeah. What was the next plague? Fishman. Oh, just a dangerous glade event appears. That's fun. Oh, I like that. I like that. I could use that as much as I could use, like, a new hole in my head. That sounds great to me. Can't wait. Can't wait one bit. Sure do love that thing. That'll be super duper wonderful and fantastic. Fan-flippin-tastic. Alright. Alright, cool it down a little, Chris. Jeez. You don't need to be quite that venomous right now. Hey, the human house is done. Let's upgrade it. That'll be a huge boon. Getting our 40-ish, like 37-second harvest times down to 28 seconds. It's pretty big. Is it like it's okay, it's the standard is 30. Rooted ground adds 25% to 30. What's 25% of 30? Can I divide that by 4 nice and evenly? Like, no. It's like 7.3 or something. So it added 7 seconds to it. So we've gotten... So yeah, upgrading the human houses knocked 9 seconds off of our planting and harvesting time, which is huge. is very good. We're very happy about it. Use another beaver house too. Is there anywhere like good to put it? You could put it right next to the giant eyeball. That seems like a great place. That's exactly where everyone wants to live. Oh, we love living next to the giant eyeball. Oh, it's our favorite place. Why would we want to live anywhere else? I can't see anywhere else. I want to see eyeball. Oh, please don't leave my stream. I'm sorry. I know my puns are terrible, and I deserve your scorn, but please don't leave. We can make pigment out of berries. I wouldn't mind keeping a stock of those around. And we will make water skins out of meat. We could also make it out of oil, but we have no oil income. I'd rather save that for a Glade event, given that that could be a thing that happens very easily. If we're ever super low on meat, make meat. If we're ever super low on leather, make leather. Probably not gonna be using the ranch too much, which I'll be happy about. But yeah. Otherwise, we're pretty good. How are we doing on this stuff? Capped still. You know, eventually I'll upgrade the next human house, but I guess you can help build. You are making bricks, but we don't have anything that uses bricks right now, so I guess you can be a builder. Cool. You can go in here. I'd rather a harpy, but they're all in places they're either super efficient in or super happy with, so why move them? Right? Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, yeah. They're all where they want to be. Oh, the woodcutter camp ran out of stuff. That's funny. Get this stuff. Cool. Now that the bakery is piped up, we might actually keep up with our complex food needs. Imagine. Alright. Where's the event? Game? Where's... A dangerous or forbidden glade event will appear near the hearth. Where is it? Am I packed in so tightly that it can't spawn? That'd be hilarious. Is that actually a mechanic? It should have popped up by now. Is it literally I've been packed in so tight I didn't leave it any room to spawn? Oh, that's amazing. Yeah, there's no 3 square for it to pop up in. It only pops up the ancient hearth. Oh, that's hilarious. I'm almost disappointed because, like, honestly, having another event just for reputation's kind of nice. But that's a load off my mind, so I'll take it. Can we sell building materials? No, we cannot. We could sell reeds. I guess we will. I don't like it. It's where most of our cloth is coming from. But it's also fine. We can grow plant fibers if we really must. are we doing over here, by the way? Are we keeping up with our flower needs? Not really. I might need somebody dedicated to the flower. Another person dedicated to the flower, more accurately. So let's get you making flour. Call it good. Yep. What's that? I should be sacking wood just to get hostility down. Oop. More people have arrived. 5v6. I mean, they're both fine. Kinda don't mind any of them. Sure. Come on in, or whatever. I mean, I guess that means we can put a harpy on the leatherworker, and they'll enjoy that. Put somebody on the ranch. 'Cause we'll need it. Ooh, actually, instead of the leatherworker, let's put you on the blade post. It is about to be year 6. We will need a good stock of virgin fire. Also, we now have some rain monk happening, so that'll be needed too. Yeah. Some of these guys making flour. Does it reach the provisioner? It doesn't. That's a shame. Would have been really nice to put the provisioner close enough to this for them to pick it up by themselves. I still could. It's just a few trees over here. It's not the end of the world. Granted, I also can't, like, reach any of them. Which makes things a little harder, but... yeah. Did I mention it's very cramped in the sealed forest? I did. Well, that's good. Is there, like, literally no way I can sneak it in down there? Literally no way, huh? I guess I'll have to chop those two trees then. So I have space. It's fine. We have a temple. We don't really have to worry that much about hostility anymore. We're just like, that phase of our lives is over now. Could use a harpy house over here as well. Wherever it'll fit, I guess. Drop it down here. Do kind of want this gone. That's fine enough. That's fine. We can cut those. It's not the end of the world if we cut a superfluous tree or two. It's fine. Though I kind of have to move this over here to reach it, so we'll do that. New cornerstone. Dual carriage system makes everything really efficient. It does, however, make the carts put pointless stuff where I don't want it to go. But it's generally worth the hassle that it provides. Survivor bonding is just fine. It is only merely fine. Get the carriage system. It's good enough, I'm sure. Farleth has arrived as well. Hello, Farleth. You've brought me a smelter. That's worth considering. Especially since I have a ton of money I'm not doing anything with. Could definitely see myself buying that. Yeah, getting metal would be pretty nice. We do have a lot of copper ore that's just kind of sitting around. We've been putting it into material packs, but now that we have a use for it, maybe we don't. Maybe we make some cool stuff out of it. Mayhap. make room for houses. It's probably fine. It's probably fine. I think I'm okay with it. Again, we have the temple. We turn wood into less hostility. It's very strong. We can slap a monastery down next to the giant eyeball as well. Don't see any reason we wouldn't do that. Everyone loves being next to the giant eyeball. Who wouldn't love being next to the giant eyeball? No one. Everyone loves the giant eyeball. We just look at that and we're like, woo boy, doggy, that giant eyeball, that looks cool as heck. I want to live right there for sure. And then I'm like, well, boy howdy, person with a inexplicably southern accent I've decided you have. Are you in luck? You can live right there. You can drop something over here. More barrels. 1, 2. 3. 4 can be somewhere. And the rest of the game chopping these. Because this is a lot of wood to chop through. Don't want the small ones. Just want the big ones. Just the big ones. There we go. Anything else I need to drop over here? Not really. Everything we need to do is already queued up. I don't need the drizzle water, hilariously. Though, given how slow our biscuit production is, putting a bakery here is actually pretty good. I like it. I like it, and we're doing it. Another reputation, that's lovely. Tea and incense would be okay to have. Having religion need fulfilled is good and all. Press is interesting. I could, like, do we have an absolutely absurd amount of grain yet? No. Press is good if we have an absolutely absurd amount of grain. Although we are about to have a harvest of 2 fields worth of grain. Maybe that's gonna end up being enough to justify clicking this button. It could. Monasteries, leisure, and education, right? It's leisure and religion. That makes perfect sense. This is 2 service needs I could have fulfilled. There's a lot good to say about that. There's also 2-star bricks here, but like I don't care at this point. I think I'll take the press. I think that's good enough to take. You guys get out of there. Once the rain mill is made, we basically don't need the provisioner anymore. There might be a universe where I'm like, oh, I desperately need a barrel, but I don't think we're gonna be in that universe ever, so replace it with a press. And don't stop the presses. Oh ho de ho de ho de ho 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 ho. Oh you so funny. Actually, given how much meat we're rocking, I think I want to turn meat into oil. Because we're rocking an absurd amount of meat. Like, really stupid. Which I appreciate. I like it when I have stupid amounts of stuff. But still. Let's not wholly pointlessly spend it. Ah, yes, okay. You two get on the rain mill, make infinity flour. The mushrooms... I can't be used for anything important, right? Not really. Yeah, just turn it into flour. If we have mushrooms turn into flour, it's fine. And that's gonna be real nice and efficient. I'm still... Oh no, it is pulling from there. Okay, the bakery's gonna pull flour from there. Excellent. If they're ever, if they ever run out of flour, they can just pull it from here so no one has to bother delivering it. That's cool. Also, I forgot we have the dual carriage system, which is going to be delivering all this stuff anyway. So it's cool. Everybody can just be in their workplaces forever, just how they always dreamed, I'm sure. Hey, fair exchange is finished. Huzzah! Yeah. Don't see any reason not to click this button. Cool. Yep. Looks good. Sure do love that creepy off-key music. Just really makes your soul shrivel. If I'm going to put a bakery here and pipe it up, I'm gonna need a fire hydrant. By which I mean a hydrant that you get fire from. Brickyard's arrived, reminding me that I'm still sitting at 0-star bricks. And also reminding me that, hey, you could make crystallized dew. I don't think I want to click any of these right now. The market does fulfill a bunch of needs that we could have. I might pick that up, but it's not needed at the moment, so we won't. Gotta be picky about this stuff for now. Sheesh. 3 harpies on the artisan, and I'm still not keeping up with the coats I need. I think I need to, like, halt production of it weird. I think I need to, like, halt people from using them just so we can turn in rainproof coats. That might be a thing we do at some point. Hostility went up. That's unfortunate. Looks like one of those trees was the last straw. Ooh, speaking of straw, there's a bunch of reeds in here that I should be collecting. Just waiting on Mortal Blood to finish. Won't be much longer now. There isn't a good trade route, is there? Not really. Alright. Guess we call it good. Why don't I bricks? Right. Do I want the brickyard then? Like, I don't feel like it's necessary this game. Like, we have a clay delivery line, so we have infinity clay, and I could just make bricks poorly and be fine with it. It's like, you just deal with it. Yeah. Yeah. Turns out that's what I'm doing. Ain't that funny? The plague of mysteries is upon us. So we're gonna be sad about that, and that's the plan. We're also going to burn a ton of wood. maybe put someone else on the blade post, because this is a fair bit of blade. We're not playing P11, so I'm not worried about it killing us, but, you know, why risk it? I wouldn't mind more harpies. There's certainly places I could put them. Sure. Okay, cool. Fully stock the blight post, replace you in the leather worker. That's all good. I might need a second person in the leather worker, given how much pigment we're using. Would not surprise me if that was a thing we'd have to do. Scribe's going well. I really do need to put up an advanced rank collector now. Like, we can't really keep up with the production needs we have. It does fit here, but it fits very ugly. Oh my god, you're out of wood over here. I'm a little surprised. We're only just sort of okay on melancholy. Harpies are definitely upset. Let's cap this at 60, cap that at 120 or something. Kill people on that. Use berries and herbs, and use meat for sure. To make pies. Meat pies. And then we'll pipe this up and fully juice it. Good chance that will cause us to run a small deficit of drizzle water, which I might need to nip in the bud. Gosh, what are you guys going to cut? I guess you can come over here and cut these things. Sure. I definitely don't mind breaking into a small blade. That's fine with me. Need more harpy housing as well, so let's just build them here, I guess. Yeah, I guess. Kind of even on drizzle water, weirdly. No, we're at a deficit. That's unfortunate. Let's make a new geyser, automate it. Alternately, just upgrade this one. Probably better to upgrade this one. Alright. Cool. It's settled. We did it. I am burning through all my wood, which I'm like fine with, because it's hostility reduction. It's just that good already. Oops, then we ran out. That's awkward. But fine. I didn't think we'd run out that fast, but we did. Oops. Minus 175 hostility, which is kind of great. And it'll only get better as we go along. Alright. New year. We continue not to have mushroom production. Export spec. We do make packs really nicely. We're also going to make a lot of ale. That is a lot of amber. We are going to make a lot of ale. Okay. Makes sense to me. Ziadani. What do we take from you? I would love the ancient sewing technique. I also need some packs at this point because I do need money. I would like some money. It's okay to sell flour. It sure does not feel okay to sell flour right now. Sure doesn't. Drop the rain collector down. That'll be lovely. Harpies are once again helping us achieve Mortal Blood Cornerstone. That'll be great. I do need more houses for them though. And for humans, but you know, we're trying to get as many the human houses we need. No one can deny we're trying. Aesthetics decorations over here too. That cool. That is cool. Just put some decorative bushes behind the giant eyeball. Sure. We want to pretty it up. Hey, hideous sealed one. You love flowers, right?
Yes, actually. It calms me. I can write some poetry.
Oh my god, do not do that voice. What is wrong with you? Why not just wreck your throat completely immediately? Kind of where they need to be, aren't they? Anywho, we can definitely spare some grain, I would fathom. Grain and meat, both of which we are producing. Better sewing technique seems great. The brick mold would be lovely, but again, like, we've got a brick delivery line. I'm not that concerned about being efficient with it. It feels weird to say that, but I'm just not. Hopefully, having 30% more coats will let us keep up with the coat needs, because we're not right now. It is a very rough, that. You're good, you're good. Could consider putting down a field kitchen, start making like pickled goods and porridge. Certainly make people happier. Let's grab the market just in case. And then we will grab the apothecary? Maybe the alchemist hut? This does give me wine, but like I'm going to get wine from the cellar. That'll be where I produce my wine and pickled goods forever. So if I don't need wine, the apothecary is a better choice. Crystallized dew is nice and all, but I don't think that's the play, especially since we have a smelter and a lot of copper ore we're have yet to use. You're making bricks, right? Yeah. Okay, well, just keep at it. Keep on trucking, thanks. Hey, Mortal Blood is done. Huzzah, let's get that cornerstone. Alright, we have Crystal Feathers, which takes 80 amber, or Queen's Feathers, which we're already doing. We just need to keep doing what we're doing for 1 minute. So I think that's probably what we're going to do. The booze tax has returned. Titan Belt is also interesting. That will encourage me to trade a lot more when I don't have to spend supply packs on it. And just that mental push might put me over the edge for it. Local taxes is a lot of money, but I already have that. I don't want to double tax people just for boozing up. That seems rude. Just got Titan belt so I feel like I'm a good guy still. Sell some oil. It's fine. We can produce it in the press, and we will be doing that very soon, I'm sure. You're transmuting our meat into pie, which is exactly what I want you to do. We're also transmuting our stuff into food. We're keeping up very well with the complex food now. I'm very pleased by that. The rain collector's up. Yeah. I definitely want to man that. We don't need 3 people in the blight post, completely pointless. So let's do that. Get you out of there. Just fill that with beavers. I'm sure it's fine. Yeah, we're good. It's all good. Just basically waiting for bricks to be made and things to be built. So if we're just waiting around, I could just fast forward and be pretty happy with it. Herbalist camp has run out. I think that's it for the herbalist camp right now. Yeah. Alright. We'll just leave that sitting there for the rest of time. Put you guys on the Darkster's camp. Looks good to me. Would not mind some packs for money. Maybe I do that. Do we have enough booze yet? Yeah, we got plenty of booze. Just a matter of making it, I suppose. Or drinking it. Just waiting for the monastery to exist. And it's about to exist. Cool. Well, that's nice. Alright. It's clearance season. We still feel like we're not keeping up with coats, which sucks a little bit. We can only make pipes here. We also have no metal whatsoever, so, whoops. Gotta wait for the smelter to get built, I guess. I think I actually want to use oil for what I smelt, just because that's a little bit more efficient. In fact, anything I'm using wood for, I may want to use oil for. Once the press is all done, which it's about to be. Yeah, we do that. Oh hey, Queen's Feathers is done. Kaboom! Give me the cornerstone. Alright. Our final thing is probably fire essence. That's gonna be hard, because the resolve requirements for this are steep. Like, we need all of our services met. We need low hostility. It's very rough. Essence of Corruption also is just a thing we can do. It's gonna happen by itself. It'll just take a very long time to happen by itself, which may be fine. Oh, also the Plague of Death. That's cool. I'm gonna have to pop open 2 dangerous glades during the storm, which, I mean, I have prepared for a very long time ago, so, like, that's fine. Whatever. Probably this one and the other one down there. I could also I mean, I could also. I could also, though. I could also just go into the Forbidden Glade. I mean, we're honestly set up fine for that. Not gonna lie. We could handle a Forbidden Glade really easily. Like, it's actually just fine. I mean, well-rested workers is fine. Value-added tax is kind of okay. If I was capping out on flour, I'd be eager to do that, but I'm really not. Just take the thing that's just fine. It'll pop off eventually. Maybe that's good enough. Maybe it's good enough. Monastery is being built. That will be great. We need more people, weirdly. I'll need to man the monastery. I'll need to man the smelter. Another person in the rain mill wouldn't be insane either. Just a lot needs doing. A lot needs doing, and I need lots of people to do it. Sell that, that's fine. Gives our person in the ranch something to do. Do I want to, like, do this? Feels fine. Market. I have to build the apothecary at some point somewhere. Well, I mean, I don't have to, but it'd be foolish not to because I got it and I should use it. Like over here is good. Any place next to a warehouse is good. 3x3 is very hard to fit. I guess I could put it here. A little difficult to get a woodcutter over here now, granted. Like, maybe that's fine. It's probably fine. Really one comfort short? Just the one? Okay. This absolutely should not be this hard to find a one space. Here, pretend you're piping up the scribe. Cool. We did it. We succeeded. We're amazing. I mean, like, I'm okay with this place being the apothecary spot. Yeah. Just need to get a woodcutter over here someday. You guys? Yeah, you guys. You're busy over there. Just really inefficiently get that wood. Some berries up here. I guess we have use of the herbalist camp again. And a little baby cache, which I'm probably going to ignore for the entire game. Just like this one, because the stuff inside it is not worth getting, and I have no tools for reputation, so all that makes me want to not get it. I would prefer humans. Ooh, I could also use the pipes real bad, so grab them. Cool. So connect the pipes to that. That'll be lovely. Get the humans in the monastery. Yeah. I mean, it just makes them happy, so it doesn't have to super duper need to be them. It's just nice to have, that's all. Herbalist camp can get filled back up now. 1 builder, it's fine, sure. Cool. I piped up the rain mill, not the artisan. I misclicked. Gosh darn it. Oh well. Honestly, we've been falling behind on flower production anyway. That's probably a good idea. Anyway, nice minus 100 to hostility there is great. Why do we have, like, no wood? Someone want to explain that nonsense to me? Where is all our wood going? I mean, probably someplace useful, granted, but I want it now. Give me the now thing now, so I can have the thing now. Got our harvesting time down to 24 seconds, which is great. Everybody is happy. Now that we're boozing up, we're educated. Oh right, the Plague of Death. Oh, silly me, forgetting about the Death Plague. Pop into there. And then pop into here. Is that reachable? That might not actually be reachable. Oh, butts. Yes. Okay, well, I see the issue. I guess this gets delayed a bit. Put you guys over here. And cut that one tree, because that will open up the glade. Plague of Death. Discover 2 dangerous glades, or 6 people die. Or 3 people die. At least not as bad as I thought it was, but still. Like to avoid that if we can. Here we go. Dangerous glade discovered. Hooray. We found a harmony altar, which is kind of neat. Is the press built yet? Not yet. Guess we could use scrolls on it. It's not like the worst thing in the world. Sure. Clear that. We also found some fertile ground, which we can definitely make use of. How many berries are we sitting on these days? 100? I guess we're good on berries. How are we good on grain? Ton of grain. Maybe we don't need this. Maybe we're just good, actually. Giant cache. This one to stone's kind of interesting, but also not what we want to do. Anyway, we'll get someone working on that. Be fine. Need more beaver houses. Just have to fit it in there. Yep. Alright, that popped. Lovely. Let's chop this stuff. Alright. How screwed are we here? It's the hungry mistworm. He is not terrible. We're capped on reputation, so all this gets me at the end of the day is money. So I think I'll just feed him. Get me some oil, +2 to sea marrow production is kind of silly. In a good way, it's a good silly. We'll pull you off the trapper's camp, so we have somebody who is, building stuff. And you just go feed this dude. Yeah, we're good. And the Plague of Death is now sated. Yes. We are no longer marked for death. Huzzah. We also found a brewery, which is awesome. We could make 3-star ale there, and I definitely want to, along with the pickled goods. That sounds really sick and awesome. And also we found a guild house and an explorer's lodge. That's kind of funny. That's hilarious. Can we get a hearth down here to encompass both of them? We certainly can. That's definitely worth doing. I guess we'll plan on that. A weird moment in time that felt like. I mean, as long as we've uncovered these, we may as well chop them, right? It's not gonna break into the glade. In fact, I'm pretty sure there's an entire row of tiny trees keeping us from breaking into the glade here. Yeah. Why shouldn't I chop them, after all? Well, the reason is I need space there. But I could make space. I could just make space. I could just make space and it's fine. I mean, yeah. I could be a bit less, you know, picky about all that. I guess I will be. It's a good idea. You're capped on planks. I'm amazed. Don't even have a building material thing to do. That feels weird. It's good, but it's also weird. We got down to the soft cap of 20 yet? No. But we're close. Feels pretty good to be that close. You're calming the spirits, which is exactly what I want you to do. Good. You are feeding the mistworm. You should have that done in time. He eats everything if you don't get it done in time. That's really mean. Literally all of your food is eaten. Hey, basic rate's finished. Good. I see no reason not to click that button, so we do that. Can we fit the cellar anywhere convenient and neat? Just two trees chopped down gets us a good spot for it. I think that's fine. I think we can handle that. Is that chopped down? Yeah, I think we can fit that there. Good. Cool. Set the apothecary to be made down there then. We'll get the road going to... This tree needs to be killed. Okay. Okay. Cool. Once again, sitting here feeling like I really could use more people. We have enough for the moment, I think. This hydrant needs to be built in a really, extremely needed way. Maybe I need to put a light post over here, actually. Because this is a very long way for people to travel from the light post to here. Okay, that's all done. You guys get to be here now. cellar. Slap that there. That'll be great. And then we can make wine, which I guess is a thing we can do. I mean, we're gonna put another hearth over here. We can put down the market. We can just have 3 service buildings completely pointlessly over here. That sounds great to me. That sounds great. I'll love it. I'll probably end up buying some pipes from the trader when he arrives. Can we use stormwater for anything? Not really. That's weird. Oh well. I get free mushrooms from moldy grain seeds. That's something. Might just grab the guild catalog. We are making a lot of money. And I don't mind getting more money, is the thing. Hello, Vlies. We are making scrolls, so advanced press seems really nice. We'll sell you all of my packs. Kill. Plus 3 to planks is like overkill. Could also sell you a ton of planks, just straight up. No. They're way better put into boxes. Like way better. So let's get those put into boxes. Maybe we'll get that delivered before he leaves. And we can sell stuff, and it'll be great, and we'll love it. If you're doing literally nothing, maybe make oil. Maybe 2 of you make oil. Could definitely have used a clearance geyser popping out of one of these dangerous glades. But that didn't happen. In fact, we found nothing. I might need another rain collector, to be honest. That feels terrible. Let's sacrifice stuff, get our resolve up. I mean, if we can get resolve up long enough, we'll actually just win. And that seems nice. But it's also a little hard to do. It's not impossible, though. All the harpy houses I need. I do need more beaver houses, and I did clear this space out specifically for that. Let's do that. That's enough beaver houses. Enough human houses. Guess that's all good. Lisa's leaving. We did manage to make a bunch of crop packs, which I'm very willing to sell. We sell a ton of jerky. We do have an absolutely absurd amount of it that we're never going to eat. So selling it is a good idea. You've already delivered all of the excess jerky to the mist worm. So yeah, let's just sell a ton of jerky. That's fine. Cool. +1 to global resolve sounds pretty hot to me. Let's get that going. Quietly just burn as much as we can in the temple to yes, to reduce hostility. Try to get ourselves a higher baseline resolve. I'd also love to make this at some point, but that takes stuff we don't have right now, unfortunately. Tree chopping would be a fair bit faster if I just ripped a band-aid off and just, like, allowed them to chop these for, so I will. How we doing? Gonna sacrifice more sea marrow to hurry these things up. And also increase our hostility reduction. Already at minus 200. Just hit minus 225. God, the temple's good. It is so good. That is a ton of copper. That is an absolutely absurd amount of copper. You don't often see 5 clumped up like that. I mean, I don't know if we'll have any sort of metal industry, but if we ever do feel like we want it, we know where to get plenty of copper ore from, that's for sure. How we doing? Out of sea marrow. That's fine. Should probably stop sacking wood. We are kind of not, like, flush with it. But then again, if I keep sacking it, we'll lose more hostility, and I like that. So weigh it against that, why don't you? Any packs we can sell? Still no. I'm a little surprised. Oh well. Woodcutter's camp has run out. Wow, you have. Huh. Alright, back to these. Yeah, we're good. God, we're so close. We're so close. Stonecutter's camp has run out. I'm pretty sure we have a ton more clay somewhere. Yeah, here. It's very good clay. Get the very good clay, please, and thank you. More people have arrived. I question how much I want to bring them in right now, actually. These ones bring pipes, though, which is, it's a big incentive, not gonna lie. Okay. Is this done yet? No? Alright. Get a second person on it. Ah, we got a +4 from the altar. Yes. Yes. Delicious. Delicious resolve. You can move over here. Slap the harmony altar down here so it's within range of something. Good. Lost some hostility. I mean, we're at the threshold. How long do we have to hold the threshold for? Five minutes. Okay, so it's not doable yet. But it'll get doable. At some point. Probably. Do we really still need this piped up? I feel like I do. Save that water for the artisan. I wonder how much beaver resolve I could get from piping the bakery set. Not that much. theory, I could pipe up the lumber mill, and that would give me something to do with my stormwater. Just make anybody in there happy, which, I mean, like, an option. I need a hearth and housing really badly. Probably gonna slap it down there just because it lines up with the road, and literally that's the only reason. Could also just put it there. We'll just chop that singular tree, it's fine. And I mean, if we're gonna put a hearth here, we should clear space out for it. So, like, chop in here, start clearing that out. It's all fine. Into the glade, that will, but we can nip that in the bud. So just that tree first. It's very important. What's our plague? Destroys 6 resource nodes. Very rude. I hope it doesn't destroy big important ones. Fortunately, we're pretty much just self-sustainable at the end of the day. High level of corruption indeed. Alright, the reeds got broken there. Some bugs got destroyed there. Some reeds got destroyed there. Oh, the large sea marrow got destroyed. Rude. And some bugs got destroyed there. Okay. Could have been worse. Very rude that they blew up my sea marrow, but oh well. Okie dokie. How are we looking on burnables? We're fine. Yeah, we're fine. Hey, you arrived here at the... Oh, that's great. Oh, you came over here because you were preparing to fight the Blight from the Blight boost, and you can go over here to the Hydrant to get more. Excellent. I was worried I'd have to put another Blight post out here, but your AI is actually really smart. Sick. That's that. The end for the berries. Yeah. Okay. I mean, you guys being builders is fine. Put that there. It's all good. Yeah. It's fine. I need to deny codes for a bit, because I do want my improved probes to be done, and then our code production will go through the roof. I feel like that's useful. Yes, I also want to make tea and incense. You can use whatever we've got on that. Yeah, that's fine. Where are we getting the roots and herbs for this? Come to think of it. Dang. Am I gonna be on the lookout for a herb garden? I mean, like, we've already won what Strizzle is, so I won't, but on the other hand, what if I did? God, I just realized that these would be stupid good to build because of my Harmony altar. Yeah, every unique service building adds +2 resolve. Yeah, that's so silly. I want it. It's silly and I want it. We suddenly have need for a lot of lumber. Let's make a lot of lumber. Improved coats is done. Kaboom, we did it. We're the best around. No one's going to keep us down. And yeah, kind of just let people work on stuff now. Seems more or less fine to me. Definitely need more housing. Should probably put up some shelters. Because we have a lot of overflow that, like, could be addressed with just some big shelters. Not everybody absolutely has to be in exceptionally good housing. I want them to be in exceptionally good housing, but we don't have to have them in exceptionally good housing. Best they have a roof than just, you know, the best roofs. No. I'd love a Ferrari, but I'll take a hatchback because I need to get around. We can start smelting things, and unfortunately, the cart decided that it wanted to bring over a bunch of stuff. I'd rather it didn't. But oh well. We're so cramped. It's almost hilarious. We're at year 9. It has been a slog and will continue to be, but I think we're about to win. So let's hope that happens. Hello, Sother. I wouldn't mind the files or the technique of the Firekeeper. I'll take both of those. I don't care about the Storm Shield. Yeah. Any good trade routes I should be paying attention to? No? Well, then I guess I sell you my stuff. Although, I will need to upgrade a human house or two once those get built. If I'm going to make a mine, it's going to be here, so I may as well, build a house over this. 27, my god. We're just constantly needing housing. It's absurd. It's also extraordinarily predictable. Need to boost human resolve. I guess it'll get there now that we've allowed people to have coats again. Or I could burn more wood. That also works. Once any of these get rebuilt, we win. But I mean, we're on the way to win now. We just need to keep resolve high. It's... What level do I need here? 40? We're at 43. That's a pretty good buffer. I'm pretty comfortable with that. Yeah, we're massively ahead of the game on flour, and that's good. Smelter, I could use stormwater on it. Do I care to? It's a very good question, me. I'm not sure I care to. So if there's leaving, I think that's fine. Don't really need anything else from him. We're just good. We're just good. Well, we win this year no matter what, because if Resolve dips to bad levels and resets our timer because of some kind of terrible fluke, it's still okay because we will definitely be burning 3 Blight Rot Cysts during the storm this year, and so we'll either have Fire Essence or Essence of Corruption done. So basically I can just hit fast forward and wait until we win. And that's a Cobalt Seal done and dusted. Took 9 years, but you know, Rome wasn't built in a day. Right, we are now at the soft cap of 20, so I no longer need to upgrade human houses. Still want to make them, but no need. Uh-oh. Beavers are going to fall below 40 if I don't do something. Pipe the bakery up. Fully. All the happy juice. Oh, we ran out of wood. That would do it. Yeah. Keep burning it, though. Just burn all the wood we have. Wait until it ticks over. Thus permanently gets us down to 3 hostility. Seems good. Seems like a plan. These getting rebuilt? They are. That gets a huge bonus to Global Resolve, which we'll be very happy to use. Okay. Man, we're just shy. Sack oil. Quickly. Get us below 4 so I can comfortably win and not worry about it. Yes. Good. You're like out of wood, huh? Over there then. Harvester's camp. We got tons of reeds here. Let's grab those. It's all good. Don't want to bring in any unhappy people, so these newcomers are just gonna sit there. And they're gonna like it. Okay. I think I'm comfy fast forwarding again. Hey, this is done. If I filled this up, I would get +2 global resolve. Seems worthwhile. It's not to education here. This is such a long walk, it's absurd. Guildhouse also done. We'll get a nice bonus to global resolve if we fill that up, so let's do that. And then we sit back and win. Cobalt seal is reforged. Woo, we did it! Hooray! No one died. Heck yes. Feels Goodman. Even had impatience keep below 6 the whole game, which was kind of funny. Wasn't intending to do that, but hey, you take it. We take those. Alright. That is one forged seal. Let's end the cycle. That's a lot of bonus food from doing the Cobalt seal. It's pretty cool. Anyway, goodbye, world. Hello, new cycle. So, I guess I'll be going for the titanium seal now, won't I? That's an option. There's a lot of question marks that way. There's some this way. I think it's probably best to go this way. This would be a hilariously easy game to fulfill. Extra ruins and fertile ground. I might do it just a hard difficulty one just for the heck of it there. Discovering glaze doesn't increase hostility. That's fun. There's also the spark dew crystals I can do over there, but yeah, I think I'm just gonna drop it here next time. Get fertile grounds, which is awesome, ruins, which is awesome, and just make my way towards the titanium seal. Let's see what we get. But for now, we have some things to do. The Cobalt seal is done. We get to the Royal Visage. Better drip, very important. And we get to upgrade everything? Almost everything? Nope, everything. Done and dusted. All the upgrades. Looks good. This looks pretty and good. Let's check in on Lori. She might have something to say now that I finished up the Cobalt seal. You return victorious once again. For a moment, Lori's eyes flash with pride. Very few have made it this far, you know. And I'm sure news of your accomplishments have already reached the Queen's ears. May the flame bless her soul. Aunt Lori, I wanted to ask you something. Has anyone ever seen her? Lori's nose and eyebrows crinkle in a strange grimace. What a ridiculous question. You seem to have let your recent successes go to your head. She shakes her head. Ha ha ha, that's not an answer. Just leave it. And don't concern yourself with this. You should know your place. Oh, she looks angry. I've never seen Lori this angry. Tension leaves Lori's face and she composes herself. I'm sorry. I really am. I shouldn't be so hard on you. This is a day of celebration after all. Then she kicked me out of my own house once the dialogue was done. But hey, better drip. We love it. This would be so hard to make in Blender. Part of me wants to, but then I think about how hard it would be, and I'm like, okay, do I really want to spend like 2 weeks learning how to do that in Blender? I don't know, man. I don't know. I mean, I could always use a new hat, but, you know, not at the expense of my sanity. And I have other stuff I'm doing. Like, I'm going to make an animation of my pixie nodding, and maybe even set up some voice to text for her so we can be entertained a bit by her. But anyway, that's it for me today. Extra long stream, but you know, the sealed forests tend to take a very long time, so not a big surprise, to be honest. No one on my usual list is available to raid. That's weird. There's another, Against the Storm person. May still be going? He is still going. Looks like he's about to start a Prestige 10 run. That's cool. Alright. Yeah. Why not? I like helping my my fellow Against the Storm players or whatever. So yeah. But for now, that will be it for me. This was a lot of fun. It was a marathon, to be sure, but it's fine. I enjoy it. I'm gonna send you off to Prometheus and say thank you for watching. Really appreciate that. I'll be back on Saturday. Probably not Friday because I babysit. But until then, I hope you have a lovely day or evening or whatever it is. Lovely couple of days. Thank you again. And you take care. Peace.